why being the smartest person in the room is actually making you fail. Welcome to This Explainer, where we take timeless wisdom and completely upgrade it for your screens. Today, we're decoding the ultimate cheat codes for human connection. We are going to look at Dale Carnegie's legendary source material, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and we're going to apply it directly to your everyday life, your Zoom calls, your cold emails, and your Slack messages.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Why on earth would being the absolute smartest person actually hold you back? Well, I want you to think of your brain as a giant spaceship. The control room for logic and facts is just a tiny little closet. But the control room for emotions and feelings, that takes up the entire ship. If you just throw facts at people, you're completely missing the main controls. People don't react to how many facts you know. They react to how you make them feel. And get this, the Carnegie Institute actually proved this with massive amounts of research. They found that 85% of your financial success is due to human engineering. That means your personality, your ability to lead, and your ability to truly connect with people. Only 15% comes from your raw technical knowledge. I mean, think about it. You can buy technical skills, but human connection, that is the real currency.
So, that brings us to rule number 1, the failure of the smartest, and why it's not just about tech skills. Moving right along to rule number 2, genuine interest in digital and keeping the focus on them.
You know the feeling, right? You spend 30 minutes drafting the most perfectly logical email to a colleague. You hit send, and then crickets. Absolute silence. They completely ignore it. Why? Well, it's probably because you focused on what you wanted. Carnegie's original manual for human engineering teaches us something incredibly simple but powerful. People spend 95% of their time thinking about themselves. Think about a group photo. When you look at it, whose face do you search for first? Yours, right? To get people to care about your messages, you have to become genuinely interested in them first.
So if you want people to actually read your messages, you need to stop talking about yourself. Here is your immediate digital action step. I want you to ban the word I from the first sentence of your emails and messages. Seriously, stop saying I need, I want, or I was thinking. Find out their interests and lead with that instead. Put yourself out there to do things for others online.
Okay, rule number 3, smiles and names on Zoom, and how to break the tension.
Picture this. You log into a Zoom call, everyone is muted, everyone's staring blankly, nobody is smiling. It's awkward, it's tense, and everyone just looks utterly miserable waiting for the host to speak. We've all been there. Here is how you break that tension instantly. A smile isn't just something you see, it's actually something you hear. Smiling literally changes the sound waves of your voice, making you sound warmer and more approachable. So here is your 3-step action plan for every single video call. First, look directly into the camera lens. Second, smile genuinely before you even unmute. And third, use their name when you say hello. That third step is vital because a person's name is the absolute sweetest sound in any language. Your action hack here? Make sure your own Zoom display name is formatted cleanly, first and last name. And when you are messaging someone, always double-check the spelling of their name. Misspelling a name in an email is pretty much the fastest way to digitally disrespect someone.
Next up, rule number 4, empathy in emails and how to arouse an eager want.
Imagine waking up to a cold email that says, "My company does this. I want 15 minutes of your time. I think we are great." You delete it instantly, don't you? Because it's completely self-centered. Contrast that with an email focused entirely on the receiver's problems. It's kind of like fishing. You don't bait the hook with strawberries just because you like strawberries. You bait it with worms because the fish likes worms. You must arouse an eager want in the other person by speaking directly to their needs.
And that is what we call digital empathy. Seeing things from their angle before clicking send. Before your next email goes out, try reading it out loud and ask yourself, if I were them, would I even care about this? Rewrite your opening line to focus on their point of view. Frame your request around how it benefits them, not you.
Which brings us to rule number 5, the art of listening and the power of exclusive attention.
Have you ever typed out a problem in a Slack message only for the other person to instantly reply with something completely unrelated about their own day? Yeah, they weren't listening. They were just waiting for their turn to type. To be interesting, you have to be interested. The source text focuses heavily on giving exclusive attention. In a world where everyone is completely distracted by tabs and notifications, giving someone your undivided digital attention is the rarest, most flattering gift you can possibly offer.
So how do we actually actively listen through a screen? Well, here are your action steps. 1. Read their entire message fully before you start typing your reply. 2. Acknowledge and validate their point directly. And 3. Ask a targeted follow-up question. Encourage them to talk about their achievements or their problems. When you ask questions, you are virtually handing them the microphone.
Finally, rule number 6, make them feel important through sincere recognition.
Think about a fast-paced customer service chat where the agent just copy-pastes a link and closes the ticket. You feel completely dismissed, right? You feel like just another number in their system. And why does that hurt? Because the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. I want you to imagine every single person you interact with online is wearing an invisible, glowing sign around their neck that just says, "Make me feel important." The truth is, almost everyone you meet feels superior to you in some way, and they are desperate for sincere recognition of their worth.
Now, applying this requires literally 100% effort on your part. You need to give 100% sincere appreciation. Leave a friendly trail of little sparks of gratitude in your daily digital trips. Tell a colleague they handled a difficult client brilliantly. Actually thank your IT person for fixing your login. Spark real friendships through those screens.
All right, let's do a rapid-fire recap so this really sticks in your memory. The 6 digital hacks. 1. Show genuine interest. 2. Smile on that webcam. 3. Double-check those names. 4. Actively listen by not interrupting with your keyboard. 5. Talk about what they care about in emails. And 6. Make them feel genuinely important in a distracted world.
Which brings us to the ultimate question for today. What will you do differently in your very next digital interaction? Are you going to delete the I from your next email? Will you finally smile before you unmute? The digital world is starving for real human connection right now. Don't just be the smartest person in the room, be the most connected. Pick just one hack, apply it today, and watch the magic happen.